Welcome to this edition of Consumer Snooper. I'm going to talk about the Apple Series 3 watch. I won it as a door prize. I don't actually have an iPhone. You have to have an iPhone for these things to really be of much use. So I'm just going to kind of review it for people in a situation like me. See? Now, I actually just let it sit in the box for a good 2 weeks before I even decided to put it on. I tried to sell it. Somebody offered me $45 and I'm like, what in the hell? I'll just put it on and use it for myself. Because about the same time my own watch petered out, so it worked out. Now out of the box, it comes with this ugly plastic swatchy looking sports band, and I didn't want that. But if you want a pretty band from Apple, you're going to pay like $150 or more. $150. So my wife got me this here fake leather thingy for like $20 on Taobao. Whew, it's got a little fly bracelet thing. Yep. So this is my watch. To activate the watch, I had to use my wife's phone. So, it gives you inspiring messages and everything, but it's always the inspiring messages to her for my workout. I'll be like, oh, good job, Vera. Oh, keep it up, Vera. So this is one of the things you have to do if you're in a situation like me where you got the watch, but you don't have the iPhone. Let me fix him up. So, yeah, and then one of the things that it'll try to get you to do is to stand up every once in a while, Just stand up, because they say it ain't healthy to sit. Sitting is the new stand or something like that. So I'm in the cinema watching a movie, and my watch starts tapping me saying like, ooh, time to stand up, like a school teacher. So you got to remember to put it on theater mode when you go to the movies. That's one tip I'll give you out of order. Oh, speaking of school teaching, if I go to write on the blackboard for a couple of classes, it'll show up as a full workout. But if I go hiking for an hour or more, it might say that I worked out for 15 minutes. So this is kind of a no-go on the Apple Watch, if you ask me. I went to the track and I ran with it. And it told me I ran 2 miles. I only ran 7.5 laps. I don't know if it's the track or the Apple, but it's kind of hard to believe it's the track. Anyway, let's see. Let's talk about the apps that are on here. Oh, did you know that all them circles you can see, you don't have to use all them circles. Well, let me take this off again. You don't actually have to use all the circles. If you want to look at the apps themselves, you can make it look like a boring little list. And this little list is easy on the brain. It ain't as pretty as what all kids are showing on the internet about Apple Watch, but it is a little easier on the brain. Now let me talk about how useful some of these apps are. Well, for instance, I can read the news. And I can read this little article about The Shape of Water lead Oscar nominations. You get a little picture, you get a little article. Yeah, like if you got like 5 seconds to kill, you could read an article, and then it'll say right there at the bottom, read more on iPhone. I don't have an iPhone. That's what I was trying to tell you in the first place. So the news thing isn't all that useful. Let's see, what other apps we got here? Oh, dictionary. Watch this. So I go to search in the dictionary, and it has like a Siri type of readout, except it all comes out in Chinese. What in the hell am I going to do with it? Nope, that's a big nope. So what other apps we got here? Basically, I can add with my calculator. That's kind of useful. But most of these apps, they are connected to my wife's phone. So messages, music, photos, can't use it. Mostly it's just a pretty clock. Luckily they got more than one clock face. I can change and get a few clock faces on there. Yeah, everybody knows about the different clock faces. I believe, yep.
It's 11:36. Good morning.
Woo! Oh, the weather. Yeah. Hooey. So I use this watch to tell me the weather. You open up the weather and you get Jack Poopy on the weather, because seems like you can only get weather for the United States. Well, let me tell you something, mister. We don't all live in the United States. Dang it. Oh, there is one good thing I can get on here. There's an app for finding your iPhone. And since it ain't my phone, I can find her phone. That's good. Yeah, so like we'll be walking down the street and my wrist will start vibrating. And I can just say, "Oh, look, honey, you got a phone call." One time I just had to hold my watch in front of her and let her talk to it. Oh yeah, the phone thing is fun because it's like Star Trek. You can actually make a call on your phone like, hey, but it's all my wife's numbers. I can't, and I can only call when she's right there. It doesn't do a lick of good, but it does work. It's cool as hell. So anyway, it's pretty good as a watch. I wish I could just look down and see what time it is though, but as it is, you gotta jerk it up and then it comes on. Sometimes there's a little delay, and while I'm looking at it, it disappears. I wish it'd just stay on like my own stupid watch. Matter of fact, I'm just gonna put it back on. Well, it's a watch. This is what I think I'm gonna do. Thank you for watching. I used to do music videos. Ran out of ideas. Oh, but I wrote this music. Bye.